Hello, my name is Mr. Ritter, and I teach English and Bible here at Columbus Christian School. My wife and I also have 4 children here attending also. Each year at Columbus Christian, we choose a theme for the school year, and this year's theme is iTRAIN. And the idea for iTRAIN actually came from a sermon series that I preached at the church I pastor through the book of 1 Timothy. And in the book of 1 Timothy, Paul writes to Timothy and he says, train yourself for godliness. And Paul has in mind in that statement the athletes that are actually training for the Olympic Games. And in light of that, it really connects to the culture that we live in, because training is really popular, from sports to yoga to diet to fitness to all things related to health. It's something that's familiar to all of us. Well, for our kids, as we instruct them, we want them to know that believers, that is, people who have placed their faith in Jesus Christ for salvation, trusting in Him, that His death on the cross and His resurrection from the dead was for the accomplishment of our salvation, that we who have believed in that, we are to live for Him. And in order for us to live for Him, our goal needs to be to have godly lives seeking to please Him. That should be our highest aim. Our highest aim should be to live life to please Him and to focus on Him in everything. And of course, that requires us to deny ourselves. It requires us to eliminate distractions, just like in physical training. And it also requires us to develop good and godly biblical habits. And so our goal this year is to help our students in those 2 areas, to train by studying the Word of God, by framing the mind with a biblical worldview, and then living those truths out, and not to earn salvation, but because we've received salvation. And we also have a retreat that we take our high school students on. And during that retreat, we're going to be focusing on those themes, and on that particular theme, iTRAIN, training in godliness. And we'll dig deeper into the Word, which is really our gym, where we do our spiritual exercise. And we'll be learning how we are to live for Christ, and then how we take that back with us and apply it to our daily life.